Hey everybody, today is Wednesday, September 25th. So I'm doing an update here over the last few days here at least. I don't have much to say other than, regarding my appointment and stuff. So, Monday the 23rd, I went to St. Cloud and followed up on a couple appointments. One of them was with Dr. Samadani. She wanted to go over some details possibly. Um, of other options that we might have, such as more surgery to remove the tumor and stuff. So I went to the appointment to check it out. Um, my concern always with doctors is getting straightforward, truthful answers. Instead of beating around the bush, because it seems like most doctors like to beat around the bush or whatever, or try to find um, an easier way out, so to speak, or whatever, to handle the appointment, such as, oh, here's some meds and then that's it, and I get, a lot of the medical aspects or whatever could be just that, you take some antibiotics and boom, you're good, but when it revolves around the seriousness of my life, such as like life or death, I want straightforward answers. I don't want to beat around the bush or whatever. Or say, let's try this, let's try that, let's try this. I want straightforward, honest, down to earth answers. And so when we were sitting down with Samadani, um, I asked her, from her perspective, I had her imagine like she was in my shoes, basically. And I said, what if this was you? What would you do? And she carefully thought about it. And she basically said she would recommend the surgery, to get as much as she could out of there. And then, if need be, then we do the radiation chemo after that. So that way we have a better chance of getting rid of it and killing it and stuff. So, um, she showed me an MRI image from back in July. Um, I believe it's the same. I believe so. I mean, I don't know because we didn't go over the details of it, but I believe it was the same image that showed where they had taken out the chunk of the tumor that was in my head. Um, but I'm not 100% sure. She showed me the area of the brain on this one side or whatever where it had like a white coating to it, and the white coating basically it was more tumor. So that's why she recommends doing the surgery, is to clean out as much of the tumor as they can possibly get. But this time they would basically cut along the hairline here, and then they would basically pull forward the skin, and then go straight in from the front here to get to it, to get more of that tumor and stuff like that. There is kind of a guideline in there that from the previous tumor being removed that she could follow, that would actually be a lot easier for her. She said there is risks. There is chances that I could either uh, not necessarily become paralyzed, but have reduction in my strength. Like my right leg or something, my right foot could possibly become more weakened. Um, there is chances of, I mean, with any surgery, let's just put it that way, there's chances of anything. This one had chances of, like I said, the weakening of my right leg, possible spasms. There could be possible paralysis in some areas. Um, so there's a risk factor in any chance that you take or whatever from doing surgery and stuff. So, um, do I feel confident with them? Yes, I do. I feel confident that, I mean, it's a risk that I'm willing to take, but I do feel confident with their work because obviously, like I said, from being in there in the hospital and the surgeries that they did, and even though that I had an infection, they said I was basically on the border. I had like, what do you want to call it? It was a more high risk that I was having some medical issues, such as the infection that I had gotten when the first shunt was placed in there. So I was kind of, up and down in there quite a bit, I guess, as far as the way my health was turning. So, um, do, does the doctor feel comfortable with it? With it, no. I mean, there's always that chance that they don't want to go and do surgery because they don't want to, create any potential chances of something bad happening. But if it means trying to do it for the better, then yes, they would rather go in and deal with it, and try to get the tumor out as much as they can, and just so that way it makes it easier on my life. And then that way, if they get the majority of it and I do radiation chemo, there's only a little bit to have to worry about to eliminate instead of a lot more. There's a better chance of getting rid of it all than doing it that way, instead of just part of it. Is that what I want? Yes. I mean, that would be nice. I mean, then again, like I said, there's a lot of times that my life has been like really crappy, especially like with my recent divorce and stuff. That would I rather be around? Not really, because I'm sick of the way the county and the states and everything interfere with people's lives and involve themselves where they shouldn't belong, and then they rack you up and make you pay crap loads of amounts of child support for kids that you don't get to see. They don't enforce any kind of visitation. And I don't get joint custody or even custody alone. So it's like, do I really want to be around to deal with it? Not really. I mean, there's many days that I'd rather just wish that I wouldn't have come out of the hospital. That I wish that it would have just ended there. I'm not going to deny that I haven't thought about that, because I have thought about it a lot, and I hate to be somebody's, financial gain, let them take me for my money, basically, because that's all they want, because they're too lazy to go work, and they're too lazy to, live for themselves and raise their family themselves. I mean, like I said, my second ex, she got remarried and stuff like that and had a third kid, and I feel like I'm paying for their third kid is what I feel like I'm doing right now with my child support. And like I said, I don't believe that the money's going towards the kids, because they had taken a trip to Hawaii. And on whose dime? Mine. And the kids weren't included. It's one thing if the kids were included, but the kids were not included on that. I've gotten the information from different people, whatever, different sources and stuff like that, and they've already confirmed that the kids were not involved in that. So if they're taking my money and taking trips to Hawaii, what does that go to say? It pisses me off that the county and the state allows that. That there's no control over the money. There's no putting it on a card and monitoring their transactions and what they spend it on and stuff. It's bogus. And I know my second ex, or not second ex, my third ex, my third and final ex here, that I'm paying child support for my one daughter. She's only doing it to try to get back at me. She's doing it to basically try and hurt me any which way she can. Yeah, I'm struggling. There's no doubt in my mind I'm struggling, because now my credit went to crap because of being in the hospital and the medical and stuff like that. I haven't been able to pay the bills and stuff like that, so I fell behind. They've shut off 4 of my credit cards that I've had. 2 of them don't even have balance on it, but they still shut them off because of the bad history I got now. And then my Amazon store card the credit got lowered there by Synchrony Bank or whatever, for the pure fact that I was late on a payment, and I just made the payment, but I had like $80 available credit, which used to be like, I think it was like $5,400 my credit limit was, and now it's like not even $1,900, if that. So yeah, that goes to show that dropped that. I'm struggling with my loans and stuff like that, and when I call these companies don't care to, even work with me. I mean, not even understanding the fact that I don't have the money. I mean, I don't even have a second full-time job. I got my primary job, but then I got like a part-time job, which I get hours here, there, and everywhere. It's like I don't really get much hours because they're my supervisor and crap is taking it, and so is other people. So it's pretty much I don't get it. So I'm not really making any money. I'm in debt. It's a matter of time before they start coming after me and taking from my checks and stuff as well. It's like, honestly, like, what the hell's the point of even trying anymore when there's no way to succeed? There is absolutely no way. The court systems don't care. The counties don't care. Judges don't care. I mean, it's a failed system. So it's frustrating. And I know that's my ex's ultimate goal. Both of my ex's goal to make my life as miserable as possible, and by doing so, that means making me work my butt off or whatever, to pay them money so they can live off of my money that I'm making and paying them. that isn't even going towards the kids, instead of them earning it for themselves and, you know, working their own hours and their own job and their own paychecks and trying to support themselves. You know, their ultimate goal, literally, like I said, is to make my life miserable. That's all they want to do. They don't care what they do or how they do it, as long as it makes my life miserable. That's all they want. So like I said, you know, there's been many times where I'd rather just not, you know, like if I end up in the hospital, I'd rather just not wake up and then just, you know, pull the plug on me, you know, be done with it. The system is screwed up. I know that there's a Fathers for Justice out there. There's a Fathers' Rights movement. I know there's different organizations out there that are representing, you know, fathers' rights and stuff. But has any change been made? I don't see any change whatsoever. I know the laws changed regarding child support, but that doesn't matter. It just makes my child support worse. It's not for the better for me. It's not the better for any non-custodial parent or the ones paying child support. There's got to be something that needs to be done. You know, put the money on a card, track the money, make sure that, you know, people aren't misusing it, like the exes aren't misusing it and stuff. But anyways, I'm going to stop rambling about that right now because I got to get ready for work here. The awesome part is on Monday when I went to my appointments in the evening and whatever, I got to see my oldest daughter, which has been years since I've seen her. So that's awesome that I got to spend time with her, got to see her again. She joined us for dinner and stuff like that. So it's amazing to actually be able to see one of my kids, you know, and there's nothing that anybody can do or say about it because she's old enough. She's 19 years old now, so she's old enough to do what she wants when she wants and all that stuff. So I'm hoping to see her again later this month. I have to go back to St. Cloud for some more appointments. It's planned for early morning, so then we have more time in the day to spend together, so it's not so late in the evening. But it's going to be a great experience. I've got her phone number now, so I can keep in touch with her and stuff. But yeah, so I just decided to throw that out there. Other than that, I've pretty much been working my butt off at work, like always. And yeah, so I'm going to keep it short for now, but I just thought I'd let you know that I'm probably going to go with the surgery, where they're going to drill in from the front here. They're going to actually do what they got to do. So this coming the 3rd of October, I have to go get an MRI done so they can map it out and figure out how they're going to go about it and see if it's grown, see if the tumor has grown anymore. And then once they map that out, whatever, then we're going to set up an appointment to actually go in and do the surgery, which I could be in the hospital for a couple days as long as everything goes good. It'll only be a couple days or whatever, and then I can be on my merry way again. So, but as soon as I figure that out with the MRI, and as soon as I figure out the appointment, I will keep you guys posted on that. Other than that, I got to get ready for work here, and I'm going to take off for work. So as soon as I know some more, I will update you all and keep you posted. Remember, you know, you're more than welcome to go throw my name out there, Ryan, R-Y-A-N. Last name is Claseman, C-L-A-S-E-M-A-N. You can go to GoFundMe.com, type my name in there. There's a GoFundMe account there. If you want to, and there's no obligation or anything. Otherwise, feel free to like my channel or like my videos, subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications if you want to receive notifications of updates, and stick with me. And for those who have already been with me for this long, I appreciate it as always. Your support is most welcome, and I'm very thankful that you guys are here. So thanks for being a subscriber. Thanks for hanging out with and checking out my videos. I'm hoping to get to 1,000 subscribers so I can get some live streaming going. But otherwise, again, I will keep you posted regarding my appointment, and hopefully we'll be in touch. You guys have a wonderful day, and we'll be in touch soon. Bye.